welcome back, everybody, to Staley High School on this snowy Saturday in the Northland. It is the 8-10 Varsity Showcase, our Hy-Vee game of the week, as the Blue Valley Northwest Huskies from the Kansas side take on the Park Hill Trojans. And I'm Leon Liebel, along with Mark Huppy, the former high school coach in the Kansas City area. And Mark, good to be with you today. And this is an intriguing matchup. Blue Valley Northwest 6-1, Park Hill Trojans 7-5, but they have played a really tough schedule and played some close games.
Oh, you're not kidding. We've got a sensational Kansas versus Missouri pairing here, Leon. We've got elite athletes on both teams, no doubt tonight. We've got contrasting styles. With Park Hill, they want to play fast and faster, establish a quick pace. And Blue Valley Northwest, it's not that they won't run, but they want to slow it down a little bit, want a physical game.
And when we talk about those Northwest Huskies, I think we got to start with a guy that really makes things go, and that's Grant Stubblefield, who's coming off a tremendous football season. They won that state championship in Class 6A. Now starting off on the hardwood here, averaging 14.8 points a game. He also averages 3 assists a game.
Oh, he's a fantastic athlete. He's really a lockdown defender. He's a loose ball magnet. He's a powerful penetrator into the paint. It'll be great to see him play here tonight.
Well, on the other side for the Park Hill Trojans, their leading scorer, 6'2 junior Marquez Bell. He's averaging just over 20 points a game. His season high 32 in the opening game of the season, and had 27 versus Blue Springs. Also the leading three-point shooter on this team.
Oh, Marquez is a lefty. He can definitely score at all 3 levels. He's a wide receiver in football, pretty much unstoppable in the open court. Really loves to compete.
It is Blue Valley, the Northwest Huskies, against the Park Hill Trojans from Staley High School. We'll be back with the start of tonight's game coming up right after this. And back at Staley High School, the Blue Valley Northwest Huskies taking on the Park Hill Trojans in the Hy-Vee game of the week. This 8-10 Varsity Showcase here on this, again, a cold, snowy Saturday. Leon Liebel along with you with Mark Huppy on the broadcast, as Blue Valley Northwest in the road black uniforms trimmed in purple, and Park Hill in the home white uniforms trimmed in red. As we are ready to go is Jake Powell jumping center for Park Hill, and they control the opening tip. Huskies in the man-to-man defense. And the 3 from Ty Schreck, not there, but the offensive rebound for the Trojans. And that gets the roll in.
Well, that's Marquise Bell there, Leon. Again, we highlighted him in the intro. Beautiful 15-footer right there to get going.
He's got the touch. And two teams that really have a contrasting style a little bit. Northwest, maybe a bigger team will try to play a little more half-court offense. Park Hill likes to move it up and down the court as fast as possible. They'll take the 3, too.
There's no question. And Blue Valley Northwest, an array of shooters out there. That's Joey Robinson right there, one of the best three-point shooters in the city. Again, they'll try to penetrate and kick.
And just underway, and then Grant Stubblefield drives in and somehow saves that from going out of bounds after he misses the shot. Mikey Pauley with the offensive rebound for the Huskies. Talk a lot about him, what a great athlete he is. The Simone Award winner, the best football player in the Kansas City metro area, led the Northwest Huskies to a state championship on his way to Nebraska. Played football and baseball.
Oh, he's a sensational baseball player, too.
Three-pointer in the lefty. Swish. How about Sammy Hall with the 3, and 5-0 early lead for Park Hill, the Trojans.
Yeah, you always feel good when you're the home team and your first 2 jumpers go down. Again, Sammy's pretty much a pass-first point guard. Obviously can shoot the ball deep also.
And a turnover. Northwest loses the ball. Jake Powell picks it up for Park Hill. Ty Schreck out front sets this Trojan offense up. And just underway first quarter, under 6 minutes ago. Another 3 rims in and out, but here's another offensive rebound, and Bell inside the lane. A little 12-foot jumper, a little mid-range jumper. You don't see those that much anymore.
Yeah, we talked about how we can score at all 3 levels again. I'm sure Coach Hine and Blue Valley Northwest a little bit concerned about they can't get a loose ball, can't get a defensive rebound, and really aren't moving too well in offense here. Let's see if they can pick it up this possession.
And the drive, forcing that one inside. That was Avner Bullard. And loose ball picked up by the Trojans. And here comes Park Hill. Sammy Hall. Back to the left side corner. Another three. And again, they love to shoot the three.
Well, that's one of the keys to the game tonight. Just talking to Chad Jones at Park Hill. They want a high-scoring game. He says they really want to hit between 8 and 12 three-pointers every game, and they really are concerned about Blue Valley Northwest physicality also.
And finally, Northwest, with 4:47 left to go in the first quarter, on the board with the basket. So is Joey Robinson for the Huskies.
Again, Joey, great shooter. Really had a tragic injury last year as a junior year. Set him out probably the last half of the season, but he's come back strong here for a senior year.
Strong take on the baseline. Jake Powell.
Oh, that's what Jake can do. He's going to take good shots. He's not going to do what he can't do. Got on the baseline, finished off the board for two.
Grant Stubblefield out front. Stubblefield spinning his way in the lane off the glass. Not there. Pauly comes down with the rebound, really clearing it out. And we're going to have a foul against Park Hill. As that was Joey Robinson taking it in. Hey, let's go down to the courtside. Dion Clisso has more for us. Dion.
Well, guys, this is an interesting matchup with a lot of really good two-way players, football players, Mikey Pauly, Grant Stubblefield, and, of course, the Bell brothers. And it is going to be interesting to see how the physicality of Blue Valley Northwest matches up with Park Hill in this game.
Stubblefield's inbounds pass goes right into the hands of the Park Hill player. And on the other end, Jake Powell with the finish. He's got 4 points. And how about this? Park Hill Trojans out to an 11-2 lead on the Huskies of Blue Valley.
That's about all Coach Aaron Iam can take there also. Again, not getting back on defense, not getting the ball stopped all the way to the cup there. Jake Powell with another easy deuce. Again, Blue Valley Northwest starting it a little slow here. Coach Iam wants to get things straightened out.
And again, there's Coach Aaron Iam with quite the sport coat he's wearing, the purple Husky look in his first year as the head coach of Blue Valley Northwest, coming over from Raytown South, where he had a lot of success there. 5-time district champion, 2 times in the Final Four. So we go to the other huddle. Chad Jones, the head coach at his alma mater at Park Hill, formerly at Smithville. Said thought he was always going to retire at Smithville until the old alma mater came calling.
Yeah, as you said, he's a graduate of Park Hill. Played for John Sedler and a very young Rick Zeke back in the day. He's head coach of Bishop Miege right now. An All-American player, William Jewell. Still keeps in touch with Larry Holly up there, the veteran Jewell coach, and really cites him as one of his mentors.
Park Hill showing a little full-court pressure coming out of the timeout. Now they come up with a steal on the other end. Here's Bell, Marquez Bell. He is fouled on his way to the basket. He'll go to line to shoot 2, I believe. That foul against Mikey Pauly.
Again, media concerns for Blue Valley Northwest. They're 6-1, Leon, and their only loss was to Blue Valley North, tight, and they came back and beat them the second time they played them. So they've already played Blue Valley North twice. But keys for them, they really want to run Park Hill off the three-point line, make them put it on the deck, and make sure that they handle their pressure. Don't give them any transition. Obviously, giving up 6 to 8 points already in transition cannot make them happy.
And Marquez Bell is the leading scorer in this Park Hill team, as just over 20 a game now, with looking for his 7th point here, and he's got it.
And his twin brother Kendrick, number 3, is checked into the game also. Kendrick's also 6'3", getting about 17 a game. So the Bell brothers, obviously, great pedigree. Their brother Ronnie Bell, a sensational basketball football athlete in the Kansas City metropolitan area, wide receiver at Michigan.
3-pointer. As that is Abner Ballar, his first bucket of the game, and he cuts the lead to 8. 13-5, Park Hill.
Abner hit a lot of big shots for them this year, Leon. He didn't even play as a junior. He's hitting about 11 points a game right now, the 6'5" kid. Really valuable in his senior year.
Park Hill in with the 8-point lead. Sammy Hall out front, dribbles out and sets up the offense.
Again, Northwest coming out with a lot more intensity at the defensive end here. Usually led by Stubblefield. He's got great hands, great quicks.
Three-pointer is good.
I think that was number 5, Luke Renton.
Yes, it was. He had 14 points in the loss against top-ranked Liberty. That was a close game. Another close one for Park Hill. Drive in, and the basket is good. And the foul against Park Hill.
Another great run to the rim by Admiral Dillard again. That's really what they want to try to do. Make it a physical game. Looks like early on the refs are really going to let him play here. Again, that's Kendrick Bell trying to set up for a charge there. Under the rim, sliding a little bit. Nice call by the official.
Trying to complete the three-point play, and he does. He has 6 points. Belair, as it's just over 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. That cuts the Park Hill lead to 8, 16-8. Blue Valley Northwest down top.
Again, just talking to Coach Dillman, from an offensive standpoint, you're going to see a lot of motion out of Park Hill. You're going to see spread. They really want to attack the rim, catch and shoot threes, penetrate and kick. He really does a great job of giving his players freedom and really letting them play.
Marquez Bell is really smooth left-hander and can do so many things all over the court. Sammy Hall is going to take the three, and he's got it. Kind of hesitated there. It looked like he lost the ball momentarily and regrouped, and boom.
Well, that's a flat-out clinic there. They ran Bell to the low post there. Obviously, a lot of defenders are going to follow Marquise in there. Again, stagger on the backside. Wide open three.
Sammy Hall with 2 3-pointers in this game. Averaging just under 5 a game. And we're going to have a foul inside. That's against the Trojans of Park Hill. And that will go against Jake Powell. And Jake Powell, the 6'4" senior, big guy inside. And Jake will take a seat. Nope, he's staying in. Kind of faked this there, as the Huskies will take it inbounds. Stubblefield gets the ball back. Grant Stubblefield, nice entry. Well, he tried to get the entry pass in there. And that is Landon Brown now into the game, number 23. And the younger brother of Christian Brown at University of Kansas star, Parker Brown, who played at Mizzou. Stubblefield in the lane off to Brown. Brown, the left-handed shot up the glass and in.
Nice job by Brown there again. Stubblefield making it happen off the bounce. As we highlighted early on, a powerful athlete, great balance, great quicks, strong to the cup there.
Trojans, Park Hill up 19-10 now. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. And we talked about them wanting to really push the ball, but they're very deliberate as well in this half-court offense.
Yeah,
looking very comfortable.
They are.
Now there's a three from way downtown, as that is Luke Renton. Not there. Here comes Stubblefield pushing it up for the Huskies. And the three, I was going to say that looked a little off balance, but it counts. How about that?
Joey's a worker. He's getting in better shape. He's definitely a gamer. He's got a lot of tricks in his bag there, but that number one option is always that three ball.
Big basket there for Blue Valley Northwest as that cuts the lead to 6. 19-13. It's like Park Hill will try for the final shot here in the quarter. Down to under 10 seconds. The three, not there. Maybe took that a little early. That was Joey. Check that. That was Gavin Schog. And now that is the end of the first quarter of play from Staley High School in the 8-10 Varsity Showcase Hy-Vee Game of the Week here on Spectrum Sports. The Park Hill Trojans lead the Blue Valley Northwest Huskies 19-13. We'll be back with the start of the second quarter from Staley High School right after this. Back here with the Hy-Vee Game of the Week. Hy-Vee proud to support Greater Kansas City High School athletics. I'm Leon Liebel along with Mark Uppy as the Blue Valley Northwest Huskies taking on the Park Hill Trojans. Hey, let's go down to courtside. Dion Clisso has more.
Well, I know we talked about Park Hill wanting to run and gun, but man, they have been so patient on their offense and their ball movement's been great. But really, Blue Valley Northwest answered with a really strong run there at the end of the quarter, and it looks like we're going to have a pretty good ball game from here on out.
Thank you, Dion. Again, I'm Leon Liebel along with Mark Uppy as we bring you this broadcast. And start of the second quarter, the Huskies of Blue Valley Northwest. Grant Stubblefield out front. And Dion mentioned, Huskies made a good run at the end of the first quarter to get within 6, but then they turned the ball over.
Well, that's Coach Heim running a little box set for the first possession of the second quarter. Again, a little zipper screen out top, just traveled on it.
And Coach Aaron Heim in the purple sport coat there, graduate of Bethany College. That's out in Lindsborg, Kansas, where he played football. KCAC school.
Oh, he absolutely loved it at Ray South, but he lives in Overland Park. Definitely loves it at Blue Valley Northwest also. I left the championship program for one, and I'm getting involved in one right now.
Yeah, not a bad move at all to go to Blue Valley Northwest. They got it running right now in all levels and all sports, it seems like.
They do. He aspires to an EKL championship, obviously qualifying for the state tournament and getting something done there.
Oh, nice move inside the lane. Kendrick Bell, his first 2 of the game.
No, that's Kendrick. He's the quarterback in football, a really efficient basketball player, real creative in the open gym. Is on display there.
Also a pretty good rebounder. I think he's a leading rebounder on this team as well. He gets after it, and there's a shot way off the mark, a 3-point attempt. There's Joey Robinson in Blue Valley Northwest in the road black uniforms. Missed shot on the Park Hill side. Because Bell, the 3. How about that?
Well, best time to shoot a three is off an offensive rebound there, Leon. Again, beautiful kick out, perfect pass right in his shooting pocket.
He's got 9 points, and we're going to have a traveling call against the Northwest Huskies, and they've turnovers starting to hurt this team a little bit. It's the second one here in the second quarter.
I think that's the senior Ryan Robertson on the travel right there. Again, with Park Hill, you're going to have great spacing. They're all spread out. Obviously, a nice, clean look right there. Not much of a contest as Bell knocks it home.
I also like to have a guy who can shoot that 3 off the dribble a little bit, which he just did. Kendrick Bell in the lane. The high arching shot too short. Here come the Huskies trying to push it, but ball knocked away. And now the Trojans have the numbers on the other end and the basket.
Oh, those live ball turnovers will kill you every time. And again, once Park Hill gets that turnover at midcourt, they're flying to the other end looking for a deuce.
Ty Schreck with that basket, the 6'1 junior. He's averaging just under 8 points a game. He's got his team back up now by 13, the biggest lead of the game for the Trojans. 26-13. They've led from the very beginning. Stubblefield trying to spin his way in. That's a nice move. Can't get the shot, but he is fouled.
Oh, and that's Grant at his best. Looked like they kind of opened the left side up over there for him to take his man one-on-one. Again, spin move, balanced up, got hit getting there. Again, obviously an all-state running back, all-league running back, but just talking to Coach Heim, he honestly thinks he's got college future in basketball also. Played great as a sophomore last year down the stretch on their big run, and as we've said, a powerful athlete getting 15 a game.
First points of the game, a free throw there. He'll get another one as it's 26-14. It cut the lead to 12. Grant Stubblefield. Comes from very long line of athletes in his family. Cousins, brothers, uncles. It's amazing. And continuing that tradition, his father, a good athlete.
Well, David's an administrator right now in the Blue Valley District also.
I believe his mother is too, is superintendent of the KCK
yes,
school.
Yes, she's down in KCK, right.
Just over 5 minutes to go. Park Hill. And Dion pointed this out, how patient they've been on offense for a team that likes to push it. There they lose the ball. Stubblefield's going to push it up for the Huskies. Bounce pass on the baseline, and the roll is good.
I think that was Joey Mattioni right there, the young sophomore with that finish there, Leon.
His first 2 of the game. Trojans of Park Hill up by 9. Bell will cross over into the lane, and he's just smooth. He gets the draws the foul on that play.
Again, just talking to Coach Heim about in Kansas, you start a couple weeks late. Obviously, every school is dealing with illness and COVID and situations like that. He said at the defensive end, he's still installing a lot of what he wants to. All right, that the kids are willing, the kids really want to learn, but defensively, he knows he's got a ways to go.
Bell at the line now in double figures with 10 points here in the second quarter. 83% shooter from the free throw line as well, which we wouldn't be too surprising. That left-handed stroke, he's 2 for 2. 4 for 4 actually from the line going back to the first quarter.
Well, your NBA fans, he looks like a little miniature Tyshawn Prince there. Played for the Pistons for a long time. He's got a beautiful left-handed stroke. There's another turnover there by Northwest.
Ty Schreck, the steal, the bucket. He's got 4 points, all here in the second quarter. Back up by 13, Park Hill.
Schreck almost acts like a second point guard for Park Hill. Again, a great defender. Good clean rip there. Took his cookies at half court. Finished on the other end.
Landon Brown driving and knocked away. Outlet pass all by himself down on the other end of Schreck. And 6 points for Ty Schreck here in the second quarter. Great defense from the Trojans at Park Hill.
As you said, Leon, their level of connectivity at the defensive end has really been impressive. They're all moving, all flying to the ball, playing like a bunch of crazy dogs at that end, slowing down a little bit, finishing plays at the other.
Stubblefield, another forced shot perhaps. The ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Northwest retaining possession. Here's the fast break again where they got the steal, and Schreck, that was easy.
Again, Coach Allen called timeout early to address defensive transition. Still seems to be a problem.
Huskies, they've really been trying to penetrate the basketball. He stepped on the line and out of bounds. Another turnover here in the second quarter. That was Ryan Roberson down in the game for Blue Valley Northwest. Sammy Hall dishes back out. Wide open in the left corner. And a 3-point basket. Gavin Schrag, and great ball movement and the three. And it's now Park Hill for its biggest lead of the game. 35-17. Look at this one again.
No, that's every coach's dream. It's a great way to play. Let somebody penetrate, draw some help, get a shooter spotted up on a wing or a corner. Again, perfect pass. As a shooter, you want that ball right in your shooting pocket. Again, that's going to be down the road at a high percentage. Again, Gavin Schrag, the sophomore, with the three.
Sammy Hall with the assist. And there's Chad Jones, the head coach. Park Hill, his Trojans playing very well in this game, up 35-17, an 18-point advantage over Blue Valley Northwest. And Mark, I think people were just maybe tuning in and be a bit surprised by that margin.
Well, I think you're probably right. But I think most people would be surprised that Park Hill's got 32 up there already. And again,
hey, I think Dion's got some information for us down there. Let's check in.
Coach Jones was really pleased with how they were moving the ball, especially kicking out on the inside. But he also, if they bite on that down screen, he wants them to be ready underneath too, so they can get those shots underneath the basket when they can. But he's real pleased with the way they're playing. And
he should be coming out of that timeout, a little more full court pressure. Stubblefield breaks it, and then we're going to a charging call. That's going against Ryan Roberson. Got a little out of control into the lane.
Oh, another play made here by number 2, Gavin Schrag, against getting set up, no question. Took the contact, nice and still there. Again, creating another possession for them as Park Hill goes back to the offensive end.
Up by 18, 35-17. 2:45 clock running here in the second quarter.
Again, here you see that lane pretty much wide open, Leon. They're in a 5-out set, a lot of movement. The ball doesn't want to stick here. Again, trying to get Bell on the catch.
And Bell's going to back up and shoot the 15-footer. A little flat on that shot. Here come the Huskies. Northwest just has had difficulty getting open shots against this Park Hill defense. Stubblefield trying to get something going. Kills his dribble. Mikey Pauley banging his way in, and the follow not there. Rebound comes down to Park Hill. The long court pass down to Gavin Schrag, and how about that?
Well, the young sophomore, a lot of ways to make a contribution off the bench, but he's doing it at both ends. Taking a charge at one end, getting runouts at the other.
Gavin Schrag his name correct there, as he's got 5 points now. Check this on the fast break. Again, they've been getting guys down behind the defense. Just almost got the dunk there.
I'm sure once Gavin got it, he said, I'm going to throw this down in front of this TV audience. Got up there and said, maybe not. I'm just going to lay this one in.
Oh, nice pass inside, and Bell, he's the left-hander, kind of had a little right-handed shot at the glass. Not quite there. Here come the Huskies. Inside to Pauly. Pauly up the glass and in, and he's fouled, and it counts.
Nice play there by Joey Robinson, pushing it hard. Again, finding Pauly. Again, the Simone Award winner. Big, strong athlete inside. Nice job there by Joey, fanning it off over there. Pauly taking the hit, finishing.
And again, Mikey Pauly will be at the line to try for the three-point play. He's got 2, misses that free throw, and Park Hill trying to extend their advantage up 37-19. Nice pass off to Powell. Jake Powell takes the pass and converts, and he now has 6 points in the game.
Again, all the Park Hill kids,
up by
Leon,
20.
look like they can really put the ball on the deck, not looking to score themselves, looking for a opportunity to give it up for a deuce, and obviously very effective here.
That's another long court pass down. Oh, again, the little alley-oop, and Bell with the finish.
Again, Coach Himes got to be concerned with that defensive transition. We've talked about it 2 other times also, but Northwest definitely not getting back at all.
Kez Bell now with 11 points here in the first half. Another off-balance shot. Brown comes down with a loose ball rebound, and another steal. Boy, the Trojans have come to play today. That was Ryan Roberson. Check that. Sammy Hall coming up with the steal. Looks like they're going to go for the final shot as they spread the floor here. With 5 seconds left to go in the first half. Bell spinning. The right-handed shot, not quite there. That was nice looking, just couldn't convert it. As at halftime, the Park Hill Trojans are leading 41-19, and what an impressive performance all the way around from this Trojan team. As we will be heading down to hear from head coach Chad Jones in just a second. Again, Park Hill on top 41-19. A lot of smiles on those guys' faces as they go to the locker room. Let's go down with Dion. Dion?
Coach Jones, and I know you guys like to get up and down the floor, which you've done some of that, but your half-court offense ball movement has been fantastic. And you seem to be hitting on all cylinders, and defensively, a lot of active hands.
Yeah, a lot of active hands on defense. That's been the key for us. We've got a lot of deflections and a lot of stops, which are leading to runouts for us, and we can get in that transition offense that we're so good at. Our guys are doing a great job just flying around.
Is that, when you're playing a team like Blue Valley Northwest, is that physical? Just having those hands active to just give you that one little bit quicker step to get there?
Yeah, we can't let them get us in a half-court game. It's got to be something where we continuously put pressure on them because they're so big and strong. They'll just beat us up if we slow down, so we've got to keep playing fast.
Well, good luck the rest of the way.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
And they are playing fast, and one big reason, how about some defense? Turning to offense. Park Hill Trojans leading the Blue Valley Northwest Grizzlies at the half, 41-19. We'll be back with more after this. 41-19, Park Hill on top of Blue Valley at halftime. We're about ready for the start of the second half. And let's check these stats, Coach Huffy, from the first half.
Oh, the stats pretty much validate what we saw here in the first half here, Leon. Again, 12 points on the run of fast break points to 2 for Blue Valley Northwest. Obviously a big advantage there. Northwest, again, points off turnovers also, another 8. Obviously hitting some free throws, shooting a great percentage from the three-point line also. 5 out of 12, 61% overall. Again, up by 22 here at halftime.
And you mentioned a pretty balanced attack, too, from this Park Hill team. Everything just going right for the Trojans as they'll have the first possession to start the second half. And here we go, the Trojans in the white. Blue Valley Northwest, the Huskies in the road black trimmed in purple. And a little backdoor bounce pass. I think we're going to have a foul against Blue Valley.
Well, that's classic execution there by Park Hill and Coach Jones there. A special backdoor cut from the elbow there. Again, he was wide open. Again, the Northwest defender just grabbed him to prevent it.
Foul against Grant Stubblefield. Let's go down to Dion Clisso.
I talked to Coach Eam there at the break, and he said really they just struggled. It kind of snowballed on them as they got going in that second quarter. And he thinks they're kind of struggling with the physicality of the game a little bit. He says that Northwest really just needs to pick it up and be a little sharper with the ball.
It kind of surprises us because we thought Northwest would be the more physical team, the bigger size, but Stubblefield on the other end loses the ball. The three. Blue Valley needed that.
Oh, Park Hill came out in a full-court man-to-man press, so really had a turnover, a loose ball there that they didn't come up with. And again, Abner knocked it down a three.
Abner Bullard on the board of the three, and it's 41-22. Park Hill on top here as we're just underway the third quarter. Marquez Bell, the three, and missed off the side, and the save was not there. Good hustle. And it will be Blue Valley Northwest basketball as Park Hill showing some full court pressure.
Again, that's back-to-back defensive stops there also for Blue Valley Northwest. Obviously, it's going to help them to get some easy ones, but for the most part, they need to tighten things up at the defensive end.
It's always kind of a cliche, but you always hear about at the start of the third quarter how important that is for a team to get back into a game or continue some momentum. Stubblefield for three. Grant Stubblefield, his first three of the game, his first field goal. He has 4 points, and how about that? 6-0 run, 2 3-pointers for Blue Valley Northwest.
And that always helps. Back-to-back stops, back-to-back three balls on the backside again. Automatically down to 16 here.
And it cuts that 19-point advantage at half to 16. In the Trojans, they're very deliberate, very patient on offense, and now we're going to have a timeout. Chad Jones wants to call a timeout, Park Hill head coach.
Again, I think Coach Jones there had a set called. It didn't look like everybody on the court was really in unison down there. Call it right now. A minute and a half into the third quarter. Get things straightened out.
Here we check out that last possession, see what happened there as Sammy Hall with the basketball. And he called that timeout before the shot. There's Chad Jones talking to his team.
Oh, Chad's got a great assistant over there also. Fred Turner, a longtime basketball coach in the metropolitan area. Fred, former head coach at Oak Park, head coach at Archbishop O'Hara High School, head coach at Avila. There you see him with the Walker on the bench right there. Again, a great mentor to a lot of coaches my age in the city here. Has helped a lot over at Rockhurst University. Again, beloved by all veteran coaches in the city. Fred Turner, great man.
Trojans coming out of the timeout. Marquez Bell, the three from the right side corner, not there. Huskies have another opportunity to cut back into that lead. A three from way on the right side is Buller, and not there now. The Trojans trying to push it up. They like to do this, and Bell is blocked. Slow to get back up the court, and now the ball goes out of bounds, and that will be retained by Blue Valley Northwest.
Well, that's a great job down there by number 14, Mikey Pauley, again, going straight up in transition, walling up. There's a little bit of contact right there, but the refs didn't call anything at all.
Kendrick Bell now into the game for Park Hill as Ryan Dotson takes it to the bench. Stubblefield in the lane for the Huskies, dishes back out. In just under 6 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Nice move by Stubblefield. He now has 2 consecutive baskets. 6 points in the game, 5 here in the third quarter. And it is an 8-0 run to start this second half.
And you can just feel the momentum changing here, Leon. Again, Park Hill looks a little bit tentative in some of their sets, maybe settling for a 3-ball right there. Again, Northwest right back at them.
The Huskies have cut into the lead, down by 14. It was a 19-point advantage for Park Hill at halftime, and now the Huskies turned the ball over, and that was a problem for them in the second quarter.
Again, that's Joey Robinson pushing it in transition right there. And again, we talked about how he's getting 14 a game. Again, coming off that injury.
Also talk about his turnovers the Huskies had in that second quarter, the first half. Park Hill scored 12 points off turnovers. Here's Kendrick Bell, the three, too short. Huskies again with an opportunity.
Well, that's 5 straight defensive stops down there also for Blue Valley Northwest. So as we talked about, their defense going to get him back in it.
That's smooth. Grant Stubblefield splits the D. That is 3 consecutive field goals. And we got another timeout. Let's watch that one again, Coach.
Oh, that's the explosion, the activity, the hang time. Grant Stubblefield again finishing. Again, Joey Robinson with the next steal there for 2.
It's another Grant Stubblefield basket. And again, he has 7 points here in the third quarter, as Park Hill has yet to score here in the third quarter. It's 41-31, a 12-0 run.
And there you see Coach Hine down there. Again, he's got some great assistants also. That's George Good on the right, a great player at Raytown South back in the day. Again, developed a relationship with Coach Good. He came out here to Blue Valley Northwest to help him. Played at Louisville. Runs his own business now. I think it's called Ruby Jeans Juicery. He's a business owner, but it's good to have him back. And another assistant coach over there is Ryan Freifogel. Again, his dad, Randy, was a longtime assistant to Larry Hogan up at Leavenworth. Randy plays for Coach Hogan again. It's good to see some of these former great players in the city now giving back to the game in assistant coach's role for both teams.
And those assistants, they're pretty important for you, aren't they?
Oh, you live and die. If things are going good, I'm the head coach. If things aren't going good, my assistants are struggling.
41-31. Park Hill Trojans had a 19-point lead. 22-point lead. They were up 41-19 at the half, and now it's been cut. Oh, Landon Brown with the big block.
Big time Landon again in isolation for Bell. Bell went out trying to throw one down. Landon met him at the rim.
Boy, this game has just completely changed now. It's still a 10-point lead for Park Hill, but nice move to the hoop, and it's in, and that is Abner Buller. Man, what a sweet move that was inside. Under 4 minutes to go, and Park Hill is yet to score here in the third quarter.
Now that's Buller with a little modified Euro step there. Again, you make layups with your eyes on the rim to full time. Nice finish in there.
But Park Hill really needs a score. Kendrick Bell throws it out, and it's stolen by Grant Stubblefield on the other end. And Grant Stubblefield with the slam. What a big third quarter he's having.
We talked about his athleticism on display here. Again, willing his team to get back into this thing.
It is a 6-point lead now for Park Hill. They have yet to score. 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. They have yet to score in the second half.
15 straight for Blue Valley Northwest, the Huskies. Really on a great run here.
Now Marquez Bell, he gets the roll, and boy, they really needed that, the Trojans.
Again, nice ball by Coach Jones there. Again, when you're struggling, the other team's got a good run going. Get the ball to your best player, give him some freedom, go ahead and make a play.
As impressive as the Huskies have been, they're still down by double digits, down by 10. This time, Stubblefield may have forced that one up. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be off Blue Valley Northwest. Grant Stubblefield has had a terrific third quarter here to spark his team, get them back into this game.
Again, Park Hill lost all 5 of their starters last year, Leon, so they've got pretty much all guards, not true bigs there. He's got a lot of talented kids who really want to get better.
Long three from that left side, and it's good. Luke Renter, kind of quiet in this game. That's his second three.
I'll tell you what, I'm sure Luke's all over the scouting report, too. Is run him off the line. Don't let him shoot the 3 ball again. Got his feet set. Nice confident stroke.
Park Hill back up by 11. Hawley inside the lane, and he almost fell down. He's going to be called for traveling. Just not under control there when he got the basketball. Trojans will kind of walk it up. Now they speed it up a little bit. Kendrick Bell out front of the basketball. 46-35. Blue Valley Northwest cuts into the lead, but Trojans are still up by 11. That's spreading it out.
And you see just a little bit of hesitation here on the part of Park Hill. Again, Blue Valley Northwest going to a switching man-to-man, forcing a deep 3.
Three not there, and on the other end, it's Stubblefield and one. He is on fire.
Oh, he hits those gaps in football at the running back position really hard again. Saw a little seam there. Definitely one of the best guard finishers in the city there, and get him out on the run and transition.
Great body control there. Yeah, he lost his shoe.
I saw that down the road there too. It didn't affect his burst, didn't affect his hops.
One shot.
And he'll go to the line to try to complete the three-point play after making the shot.
You can just see his will there, Leon. A great competitor. Again, on the football field, he's got that helmet on, but in the basketball court, so many big plays last year as a sophomore, carrying over here to his junior year.
He's got 14 points here in the third quarter. This is now an 8-point lead for Park Hill. They've led this entire game. Again, it was 41-19 at the half. Only held to 5 points here in the third quarter. Long three and off the front of the rim. And Trojans come up with a loose ball. They'll retain possession. Another three. As Luke Renton. And that is big. Park Hill needed that.
Oh, no question, especially a bang three. It's just really deflating play. Great possession defensively. Can't get a defensive rebound, and they bank in a three to open things up there to 11 again.
Yeah, nice pass from Landon Brown to Mikey Powell, and Pauly converts.
Again, Pauly, one of the greatest three-sport athletes we've had in the metropolitan area in the past 20 or 30 years. Great baseball player, obviously his football skills on display this fall. Really does a good job basketball-wise also.
Oh, nice take on the other end of Marquise Bell. A little quiet here in the third, but that was a big shot.
Oh, he's got a quietness to his game. He doesn't show a lot of emotion.
Quick shot there for the Huskies. Under nearly 10 seconds left to go.
Big possession here, Leon.
Spread it out, and they'll go for the last shot. So under 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Bell out front. Bell. He is fouled by Landon Brown.
Again, a little high ball screen right there for Bell, trying to go right to left with a strong left hand. Not necessarily a bad play there by Braun. Again, they're going to jump that ball screen out there and try to get the ball out of Bell's hands, I would think.
Just 2.5 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. They're going to need to get one off quick. Here's the three-pointer, top of the key, and not there. And that is the end of the third quarter of play. The Blue Valley Northwest Huskies cutting into the advantage, but still down by double figures, 51-40 as we check it out. Grant Stubblefield, the man who got him going in the third quarter. Park Hill on top, 51-40, fourth quarter. Coming up right after this. As we check out the scores by quarter, how about Blue Valley Northwest finally coming alive here in the third quarter, outscoring Park Hill 21-10. Dion Clisso down at courtside has more for us. Dion.
Well, there's two things at play here, I think, for Blue Valley Northwest in that third quarter. One, they were really more active on defense, and Park Hill helped them by standing around a little bit more as well. But they did what they needed to do. They kept the lead pretty much in half, and now they can see if they can go for it again. But Park Hill's got to kind of get that offensive movement again, because in the half court, Blue Valley Northwest did a fantastic job in the third quarter.
And outscored 21-10, but the good news for Park Hill, they're still up by 11. Showing the trapping defense.
A little defensive adjustment here. The first possession, a little 1-3-1 half-court trap. Got Buller a wide open the three on that skip pass to the backside. He knocked it home.
Avnor Buller with the three. 8-point advantage still for Park Hill. That is the closest the Huskies have got here in the second half. Oh, nice steal by Stubblefield. Stubblefield's going to take it himself. Nearly loses it. Nice pass. And Buller with the finish.
Well, Stubblefield's got such competitiveness about him, a will to win, really willing his team here to get back in it. Park Hill, a little flex offense there on that set right there, turned it over.
Well, it's now down to a two-possession game, a 6-point advantage for Park Hill as the Huskies continue to play great basketball here in the second half. Another opportunity after the missed shot.
And Northwest back-to-back possessions, really doing a great job defending that flex cut. Again, there you see Joey.
Nice ball fake.
Physical, weight room, big man for 2.
4-point lead, and Chad Jones, head coach Park Hill, wants a timeout. Timeout on the court. Park Hill Trojans, is their big halftime lead is now down to just 4 points, 51-47. And remember, we have another game coming your way after this. It'll be a girls' game here, the Hy-Vee game of the week in the 8-10 Varsity Showcase. St. James Academy taking on the Staley Falcons. Staley Falcons on their home floor here.
Now, I've been to St. James a few times. They got a great young coach, Justin Snell, really instilled a lot of culture into that program. They're really on a good roll and really excited to play Staley tonight on their home court. Yeah, just a long way up here, Leon.
It is, especially on a day like today, battling the elements. We got a pretty good crowd here, actually, despite the snowy conditions outside in the Kansas City Metro. And Chad Jones trying to get his team to stay in this game. They were up 41-19 at half. If you just joined us, it's now 51-47. They have a 4-point advantage, but the Huskies of Blue Valley Northwest really have turned it on here in the second half, led by Grant Stubblefield.
Coach Jones was a great player himself at William Jewell. Again, there's a fine line there between getting on your team and inspiring them and building them up. Let's see if they can get a good possession right here.
Here's the long 3. And that is, again, Luke Brenton. And we have a foul after the miss. This has been kind of a problem for Park Hill. They have been very competitive. 7-5 on the year, but some very close losses. 2 overtime losses this year. And they had a close loss against top-ranked Liberty.
Oh, they played Liberty right down to the wire. Again, they won the Liberty North tournament. Again, with 16 wins last year and a totally new team. Again, you're going to have some ups and downs. Let's see if they can get things together here in the fourth quarter.
Landon Brown at high post. Nice pass down low to Pauly. Pauly up and in. It's a 2-point game.
Oh, again, that high-low. Great pass by Brown to Pauly inside. Had him sealed. Took a great angle. Again, finished for 2.
A little high-low. Bill Self would have liked that play. All right, Park Hill trying to stop the bleeding. The lead has shrunk to just 1 field goal. 2-point lead.
Again, Northwest doing a much better job cutting off the dribble. Really a switching man-to-man right here. It's really confused Park Hill.
Marquez Bell taking it in. And how about Avnor Buller? He has really turned it on here in the second half as well.
Both ends of the court there too, Leon. Defensively and offensively. Again, I'm sure on the scouting report it says force Bell to go to his right hand. Again, not quite as strong a finish right there as he does going to his left.
Pass back out to Sammy Hall, who set up the offense for Park Hill. 51-49. Trojans have only scored 10 points here. Outscored 30-10 here in the second half. Man.
Again, the ball's sticking just a little bit. And again, there's 3 balls that were shooting so nice and free in the first half. Again, a lot of tentative looks at the rim right here. Probably looking for Bill to make something happen.
Grant Stubblefield comes over the steal for Blue Valley Northwest behind his back. And nice pass up and in. That's Joey Robinson with the finish. Great pass from Stubblefield.
Stubblefield and Robinson. Again, Stubblefield 2 defenders back. Will not deter that young man. Took it right to their grill. Again, both of them closed on him. Got an easy basket for Joey.
Well, and another steal. This is Mikey Pauly. Pauly's going to power his way up, and he is fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 for Blue Valley Northwest as we are all tied up 51 all with 4:39 left to go in this game.
There you see Grant right there. I don't care if you 2 guys are back. I'm going to get Joey the easy basket right here. And again, the next possession, Pauly. Again, a great athlete, making a play in transition, getting to the foul line.
Let's go down to Dion for some more information. Courtside, Dion.
Well, those last 2 steals by Stubblefield and Pauly, and those are the leading rushers for the football team. And Pauly was a 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback. So, I mean, he can get out there in the open floor and move quick when he needs to.
Well, they are quick. I'd like to know what they said at halftime with Grant Stubblefield, because he has just turned it on. Pauly misses both free throws, but Landon Brown there for the rebound, and Huskies will set it up, a chance to take their first lead of the game. Mark.
Here again, looking to go high-low again. They had success in it a couple times earlier this quarter there. Leon again.
That high post may have been pushed a little too far out on the court that time. Bowler nearly loses the ball. Now the bounce pass down low to Stubblefield, and Stubblefield not there, but Pauly with another offensive rebound, and the putback is good.
Again, when you're an athlete,
Leon.
when you're an athlete like Stubblefield and Pauly, you're definitely a playmaker. Again, those two guys combining for another one.
Huskies now have the lead, 53-51. Remember, they trailed 41-19 at the half.
We've seen a lot of high school games turn, but I'm not sure I've seen many that have turned to this quick in 12 minutes of play in the third quarter and first 4 minutes of the fourth quarter.
Grant Stubblefield, certainly. We talked about him in the pregame. He really makes this team go, and he certainly has here in the second half on both ends of the court. Sammy Hall pushing it up. The Trojans, they got to be wondering what's happening.
But when you get your best player really turning it up the way Grant's been able to turn it up offensively and defensively, it really inspires the rest of them also. Play hard, get to the board, get out and run, get some easy ones.
And the Huskies have outscored Park Hill here in the second half, 34-10. Take this two-point advantage. Park Hill, they've been delivered all game. We know they like to push it, but they have been very patient. Right now, just not finding anything in that Husky defense.
Well, you can tell when Marquise Bell's out of the game as he is right now, giving him a little breather here. The rest of these kids, the rest of these players out here for Park Hill, a little bit unsure about their role. Somebody needs to step up and make a play.
Nice Shrek. Now Luke Renton, and that's going to miss. And Huskies another opportunity to extend their first lead of this game.
Again, I think we might see a little more of that high-low again as they're having a hard time handling Pauly inside.
And Air 9 wants to call the timeouts. And that coach looking a lot better than it did in the first half. That's a beautiful sport code. This team now up 53-51. Look at that, Mark, the scoring differential here in the second half.
Oh, it's crazy. 34-10 in the third quarter and first 6 minutes of the fourth quarter. Again, Coach Imes, big smile on his face. Again, that fourth quarter, 13-0 run for Northwest. Be interesting to see if we see Bell back in the game here. Marquise and his brother also, Kendrick Bell, maybe they can get some things going.
Wow, what an amazing turnaround as the Northwest Huskies in 6-1 coming into this game. Only loss against Blue Valley North. And really got down early in the game. They had a hard time scoring to start. Park Hill looked tremendous in so many areas, playing defense, playing an up-tempo offense, playing a half-court offense, and then in the second half, boy, you talk about flipping the script. And all due to, I think, Grant Stubblefield, who just sparked his team amazing there in the third quarter.
There's no question. Again, momentum is so fickle. Again, momentum affects your body language, and you could tell the body language of the Northwest kids now that can't wait to get back out there. Coach, I'm drawing up something special to run here on this possession again.
Man, he's got to be really happy with his kids, too, from the standpoint. You get down 41-19 at halftime. You guys might be hanging their heads and thinking, well, we don't have a shot. And, you know, they came out, kept their composure, and played their game. And here we go. As they are now up 53-51. Still a lot of basketball to be played, and this is a close game. Stubblefield takes it and has it stripped away. Here come the Trojans. Park Hill not out of this game by any means. They need to score a bucket, though. Still scoreless here in the fourth quarter.
Again, if I'm Coach Jones, I'm not going to worry about that one. That's a wide open three-pointer from the corner for a good shooter. Just didn't get it down, as we see number 55, Marquise Bell, at the table to check in now.
Stubblefield has it stripped away, but comes back up with it. Now double team down on the baseline. Manages to get it out to Brown, and here's a three. Bowler. Boy, he's been tough, too, here in the second half.
Oh, again, you can just see confidence in him also. One of the ball. Again, that kick out to a shooter. Great time to shoot a three against Stubblefield. Strong inside. great pass.
Man, that three had something on it. That was not a soft shot. That was right in there, man. And now, Blue Valley Northwest up by 5, 56-51.
Again, Park Hill, not a lot of sharp cuts, not a lot of aggressive play right here to the rim.
And it looks like Kendrick Bell, spinning his way in the lane, was fouled, and he'll go to the line.
And that's Kendrick Bell, again, the quarterback in football, as we talked about the first half, taking things maybe under his wing a little bit. I need to make a play here. Creative score inside. Couldn't finish it, but got to the line for 2.
And again, Park Hill finally scores a point here in the fourth quarter. With 1:21 left, they get their first point on that free throw. They'll have another shot here. And again, he makes this. It's still just a one-possession game.
And the referees have done a real good job here, Leon, on letting both these teams play. Neither one is really close to the bonus. As Blue Valley Northwest has 14 fouls and Park Hill only has 3.
All right, it's a 2-point lead for Blue Valley Northwest, 58-56. Park Hill showing the full court press defense. Huskies finally getting it inbound. Bowler will bring it up across midcourt.
No disrespect to anybody on Northwest, but I'm getting the ball in Stubblefield's hands, and maybe that's what Coach Imes going to call a timeout right here. Want to know where the ball's going to be, like sideline out of bounds over their free throw line extended. See if he runs a special little set here, try to open things up.
Again, Grant Stubblefield, number 0 right there, right in front of his coach. And he has been tremendous here in the second half as we watch some of his highlights. The three-pointer, that got him going in the second half.
Oh, his strengths are penetration, tenacity, loose balls, defensive pressure. But again, if he's getting that 3-ball going, he'll be one of the most complete guards in the city. Again, low center of gravity, nice long stride there.
And then eyes up.
I think that's probably his favorite play tonight.
I don't know, man. That's not a bad one right there, too. As he's in this, we split the defense and then the pass out the bowler. He's doing it all offensively, defensively, and he has been the man that really got his team going here in the second half. And again, the Huskies coming back from down 41-19 at halftime. There's Aaron Iam, the first-year coach for Blue Valley Northwest. Longtime coach at Raytown South. Comes over to replace the legendary Ed Fritz.
Again, it's just interesting to watch Aaron coach's team right there. You can tell there's a level of confidence. There's a level of poise in him. Again, really detailed in what he wants his kids to do. There's no panic. Obviously teaching them to play with some confidence.
And we nearly have a steal on the far sideline as Park Hill showing that pressure defense. Marquez Bell, there he is. Let's watch this again as trying to come up with the steal, and Bell knocks it out of bounds. Blue Valley Northwest going up against that pressure defense. And we got a traveling call against the Huskies, turnover.
Again, nice job by Park Hill there. Again, another defensive adjustment right there. Again, Stubblefield strong with the ball. Hits Robinson there at the three-point line again. Joey just a little bit quick on his pivot, got called for the travel.
Under a minute to play, 54 seconds. Blue Valley Northwest up by 3, 56-53. Park Hill, chance to tie here. Bell takes it in. Up the glass and not there. Big miss for Park Hill, and they trap, and then they foul in the backcourt. They need to build up some fouls here to get the bonus to get some shots going.
Absolutely. That was Marquise Bell then with another isolation going to his left. And if you notice there, Leon, that was Stubblefield cutting him off, forcing a difficult shot.
Stubblefield trying to break down the court behind the defense, and he comes back and gets the ball. We have a tie ball. And the possession arrow goes to Park Hill. Big defensive play by the Trojans.
No, sensational job there by Marquise. Again, chasing him in the corner there. Again, looked like a great call by the official there.
Again, it was Bell that tied him up, but how about Sammy Hall was kind of initially disrupted the play. Park Hill could really use a 3 here to tie this game. Kendrick Hill takes it in the lane, and he's fouled.
Again, that's that little 4 flat inbound set where you kind of pass the ball deep to the 17-foot line again. Kendrick Bell, it's quick, great first step, turned the corner there, took the head. We'll take the line here for 2.
Kendrick Bell, 2 for 2 at the line. He's the only, let's see here. Yeah, the only guy that scored for him in the 4th quarter, and all free throws.
Definitely won the ball down the stretch here the last 2 minutes.
Second one is good, and so here it's now a 1-point lead, 1-point game. Blue Valley Northwest up 56-55. Trojans trying to get a turnover here. Full court press, nearly a traveling. Fuller with the basketball for Northwest. He's double teamed. Pauly over on the right side is knocked down. And it looked like Jake Powell will be called for the foul.
And here, Coach, I'm sure once you get the ball inbounds to his best free throw shooters, again, I think that Park Hill has 5 team fouls, so we've got another one to give here with 21 seconds to go.
Yeah, not a lot of fouls in this game at all. Neither team in the bonus. Amazing. 21.1 seconds left in the game. Stubblefield the ball, and immediately he is fouled by Sammy Hall, I believe. 19.8 seconds left.
Good awareness by, again, number 1, Sammy Hall, knowing that they needed to give one more foul. Again, hit Stubblefield immediately on the catch.
Pauly will inbound it.
Oh, with Max Preps out there, everybody's got statistics and free throw percentages and things like that.
And now we've got another foul, and that should put him in to the line, which was the objective here from Park Hill, actually. That will send Joey Robinson.
We don't have Joey's free throw stats, but I would have to think he shoots a great percentage there. He's been well known throughout the Kansas City area as one of the great shooters in our city.
I got him at 52%.
Well,
just over.
Then I don't know what I'm doing.
Joey Robinson, a 6'4" senior.
Again, Coach Jones knew more than I did there.
And that's not the most impressive percentage, but he makes that one, and that's got the Huskies back up by 2, 57-55. Either way, it's still going to be a 1-possession game if Park Hill can get the rebound, and it will be a 3-point lead for the Huskies. 17.5 seconds left in this game, and a timeout. Full timeout called by Blue Valley Northwest. Come up with some new defensive stop here? Or?
Well, every coach in the city has a certain percentage of their practices, Leon. We play little mini games. We're 5 down in the 1-and-1. 2 minutes to go again. Coach Heim wants to make sure everybody's on the same page right there. It looks like Northwest has one more foul to give before they'll put Park Hill at the line. Again, I'm sure that's one of the things that Coach Good and Coach Freifogel are reminding him over there today. Again, you can look at the passion that he has. It's an organized group. You don't see any panic. A lot of poise in that young coach right there. Let's see if they can get a stop here.
And once again, they have at least one more foul to give before the Park Hill's in the bonus. And
on the other end, I'm sure Coach Jones, again, you don't necessarily need a 3 right now. You're obviously going to push it. Try to get something on to the rim or a little penetrating a kick out. Again, a lot of different ways to play the game here.
You don't actually need the 3 with 17.5, but you really would prefer it, I would assume.
Right. And he's got a couple timeouts left, too, it looks like, down there at the bottom. So you get an easy deuce, go ahead and take it, call timeout, get your defense set up. If not, maybe run somewhere one of your best shooters does have an opportunity from the 3. I'd have to think we're going to see one of the Bell boys in isolation right here, trying to create for themselves.
Huskies putting a little pressure on the backcourt. Now they back off. Sammy Hall's going to push it up for the Trojans. Hall takes it, pushes back out. The 3 from the right side, not there. That's Gavin Schog. But Trojans back with the rebound. They got another shot, 1 second left, and that is way off the mark. And the Blue Valley Northwest Huskies with an incredible, dominating second half come back after trailing 41-19 at the half to win this game over Park Hill, 58-55. Wow.
A really sensational high school game by two strong programs. Again, you got to give credit to the athletes, the multi-sport kids. Paulie leading the way there in Stubblefield. Those kids really willed their team to victory tonight.
And again, there's Grant Stubblefield, number 0 for Blue Valley Northwest. He was the guy who really turned it on to start the third quarter, got his team out to an 8-0 run, and then they just kept coming back. They were down by 41-19, and I think we're going to hear from Grant Stubblefield. Dion has Grant Stubblefield.
Well, we're here with Grant Stubblefield, and wow is all I can say. The way that, I mean, you guys are down by 22 at the half, and you just totally flipped the script. What did you guys talk about at halftime?
At halftime, we just said, we came out, we played the worst basketball we played all year. So, I mean, we came out with the mentality that it can't get any worse than that. So just come out, chip and chip and chip. And basketball's a game of runs, and we won a big one. And we stopped their runs in the second half, and good things just happened.
How fun is a game like this to play as bad as you did and then put it together in the second half?
It's really good. It's really good to know that we can come back from stuff like that, especially going on later in the season, the playoffs and stuff. So it's something that we need to learn from, because obviously we don't want to be in that position down 20 points again. But we know that we can fight through anything, and we're ready to fight through adversity.
I thought your defense, especially in the second half, you guys were a little quicker in their movements, matching their quickness. What was the kind of the key to that, just to not let them move the ball around so much?
Well, we came out of the locker room, and one of my coaches grabbed me and said that if we didn't pick up our defense, there's going to be a lot of run at practice. So I think that's what got us going, and we just wanted to start getting steals and getting the fast break, and it just worked out.
All right, well, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All right, Dion, thank you so much. Grant Stubblefield, 14 points, 13 in the second half as the Huskies of Blue Valley Northwest go on to win this one 58-55. We'll be back right after this. And again, an incredible performance in the second half from the Blue Valley Northwest Huskies as they go on to win it 58-55, outscoring Park Hill in the second half, 39-14. Coach Mark Uppy, your thoughts on that one?
We've all seen hundreds of high school basketball games over the years that we've seen, but again, not many have that level of a turnaround. Again, Blue Valley Northwest got to give all the credit again to Grant Stubblefield, inspiring his teams, other kids making plays.
And they outscored Park Hill again 18-4 also in that fourth quarter, just a dominating second half, as Blue Valley Northwest goes on to win it over the Park Hill Trojans 58-55. For our director, Joe Novacek, I'm Leon Liebel along with Mark Huppy from Staley High School. You've been watching the Hy-Vee Game of the Week. We've got more basketball coming your way.